Hi, I'm Elowen. 3 days ago, I gave birth to my daughter Emma, and I thought my life was finally complete. My husband Marcus and I had been trying for 2 years, and when she arrived, everything felt perfect. Well, almost everything. You're doing great, honey, Marcus said, kissing my forehead as I held Emma in our bedroom. Mom's downstairs making lunch. She insisted on staying to help. I forced a smile. My mother-in-law, Patricia, had arrived the day after we brought Emma home, claiming she wanted to support us. But something felt off. That's nice of her, I said carefully. Marcus squeezed my hand. I know you two haven't always clicked, but she really wants to bond with you. This could be good. The door opened, and Patricia swept in without knocking. Still in bed, I see. Mom, she just had a baby, Marcus said quickly. I had 3 children, Marcus, and I was back on my feet the next day, Patricia said, eyeing me. Women these days are so delicate. Elowen, lunch is ready. Come downstairs. The doctor said I should rest. Nonsense. A little activity is good for you. Gets the blood flowing. Marcus looked between us. Mom, maybe... Marcus, go check on the nursery. I need to talk to Elowen alone. Her tone left no room for argument. He hesitated, then left. Patricia sat on the edge of my bed, her smile not reaching her eyes. Elowen, we need to discuss some things. Okay, I said, pulling Emma closer. You're going to be living in this house, raising my grandchild. I have certain expectations. My stomach tightened. Expectations? I didn't raise Marcus to marry someone lazy. You've been lying around for 3 days now. The house is a mess. I just gave birth. The doctor said, doctors coddle women now. When I had Marcus, I cleaned the entire house that same evening. You're young and healthy. There's no excuse for this laziness. I felt tears forming. Patricia, I'm exhausted. My body is healing. Excuses. She stood up. Tomorrow, we're rearranging the living room. Marcus wants his grandmother's furniture from the garage brought in. You'll help me. I can't lift heavy furniture right now. You can, and you will. Unless you want me to tell Marcus how ungrateful you're being. He's already stressed about work, and you're adding to it by being helpless. That's not fair. Life isn't fair, dear. Now, are you going to help me, or do we have a problem? I couldn't speak. She patted my shoulder. Good. I'll see you tomorrow at 9. Don't be late. After she left, I called my best friend Rachel. Ray, I need to talk, I said, my voice shaking. What's wrong? Is Emma okay? Emma's fine. It's Patricia. She just told me I have to help her move furniture tomorrow. Heavy furniture from the garage. What? You just had a baby. That's insane. She called me lazy, said I've been lying around too long. Rachel's voice turned hard. Did Marcus hear this? No. She made him leave. Ray, I'm scared. She's got this look in her eyes like she hates me. Listen to me carefully, Elowen. Do not move any furniture. Call your doctor right now and tell them what she's demanding. This isn't normal. But she'll tell Marcus I'm being difficult. Marcus married you, not his mother. If he can't see what she's doing, that's a bigger problem. Promise me you'll call your doctor. I promised, but I didn't call. I thought I could handle it. I thought if I just did what Patricia wanted, she'd back off. I was so wrong. The next morning, Patricia knocked on my bedroom door at 8:30. Rise and shine, Elowen, we have work to do. Marcus was already gone for an early meeting. I held Emma, trying to find courage. Patricia, I really don't think I should. Downstairs. Now. Her voice was ice. For 2 hours, she made me move furniture. Chairs, tables, a heavy oak bookshelf. Every time I tried to stop, she'd say something cutting. Is this really that hard for you? My goodness, what kind of mother gives up so easily? I raised 3 boys and never complained once. You're pathetic. Marcus deserves better than this weakness. The room started spinning. I felt something wet between my legs. Patricia, I think I'm bleeding. You're fine. Stop being dramatic. Grab that end of the couch. I lifted. The world tilted. Then everything went black. I woke up in the hospital. Marcus was holding my hand, his face pale. Elowen, thank God. What happened? Where's Emma? Rachel has her. She's fine. Baby, what were you doing? The doctor said you've been overexerting yourself. You're bleeding internally. They might need surgery. Before I could answer, the door opened. Dr. Chen, my OB-GYN, walked in with a nurse. Mrs. Morrison, I need to understand what happened, Dr. Chen said, her expression serious. You collapsed from physical strain. 3 days postpartum. What were you doing? I was moving furniture. Marcus's eyes widened. What? Why would you? Your mother asked me to help her. The color drained from his face. My mother asked you to move furniture? 3 days after giving birth? Dr. Chen's jaw tightened. Did she know you'd just delivered? Yes. And she still made you lift heavy objects? I nodded, tears streaming down. The nurse spoke up. I'll be documenting this. This is endangerment. Endangerment? Marcus repeated. That's a strong word. Mr. Morrison, your wife could have died, Dr. Chen said firmly. She has significant internal bleeding. If she'd been alone when she collapsed, if the damage was worse, we could be having a very different conversation. Someone knowingly made a postpartum woman engage in strenuous physical activity. That's not just negligent, it's malicious. Marcus stood abruptly. I need to call my mother. Marcus, wait, I started. No, Elowen, this is insane. She wouldn't do this. There has to be a misunderstanding. He left. I looked at Dr. Chen helplessly. Mrs. Morrison, I need to ask you some questions and I need honest answers. Did your mother-in-law threaten you? She said I was lazy, that I was being ungrateful, that Marcus deserves better. Did she know moving furniture could harm you? I told her I couldn't lift anything. She said I was being dramatic. Dr. Chen exchanged looks with the nurse. We're going to have to report this. Later, Rachel arrived with Emma. Oh, sweetie, she said, hugging me carefully. I called you this morning and Marcus answered, frantic. What did that witch do to you? She made me move furniture until I collapsed. I'm going to kill her. Marcus thinks it's a misunderstanding. Rachel's face hardened. Where is he now? Talking to Patricia. Of course he is. Elowen, listen to me. You need to press charges. Press charges? She's my mother-in-law. She's an abuser. She saw you vulnerable and attacked. This wasn't an accident. She wanted to hurt you. But, Marcus, if Marcus can't see what his mother did, you have bigger problems. But right now, you need to protect yourself and Emma. What if she does something to the baby next? That thought made my blood run cold. You really think she would? I think someone who makes a woman 3 days postpartum move furniture until she collapses is capable of anything. I was released from the hospital 2 days later. Marcus had been quiet, distant. He'd talked to Patricia, and whatever she'd told him, he believed her version. When we got home, Patricia was waiting in our living room. Oh, Elowen, I've been so worried, she said, rushing forward. Don't touch me. She stopped, hurt flashing across her face. Sweetheart, I had no idea you were so fragile. I thought we were just doing some light reorganizing. Light? You made me move a bookshelf. Marcus stepped between us. Elowen, calm down. Calm down? I almost died. That's a bit dramatic, Patricia said softly. The doctor said you'd be fine with rest. You're making it sound like I tried to kill you. You knew I'd just given birth. I told you I couldn't lift anything. You said you were tired, dear. Everyone's tired after having a baby. I was trying to help you stay active, prevent depression. By making me move furniture until I collapsed and started bleeding internally? Rachel appeared in the doorway with Emma and my brother Tyler. This conversation needs witnesses, Rachel announced. Who invited you into my son's home? Patricia demanded. I did, I said. Because every time we're alone, you threaten me or manipulate me, and then you lie about it later. Marcus, are you going to let her talk to your mother this way? Mom, let's all calm down, Marcus said weakly. Tyler spoke up. Mrs. Morrison, I'm a lawyer. What you did to my sister constitutes reckless endangerment at minimum. I didn't do anything. She's exaggerating. The medical records don't lie, Tyler said coldly. Internal bleeding. Documented statements to medical professionals about what happened. Witnesses who can testify about your history of verbal abuse toward Elowen. Patricia's face went red. Abuse? I never… You called me lazy, I said, standing up. You said I was pathetic. You said Marcus deserves better. You manipulated me into nearly dying because you hate that your son married me instead of someone you chose. That's not true. Marcus, tell her. Is it true, Mom? Marcus asked quietly. Did you say those things? Patricia's eyes darted around. I may have been frustrated. New mothers can be so sensitive, and I was trying to help. By calling her lazy days after giving birth? Rachel interjected. By forcing her to lift furniture she explicitly said she couldn't lift? I didn't force anyone. She chose to help me. After you threatened to tell Marcus I was ungrateful, I said. After you said I was adding to his stress by being helpless. You manipulated me when I was vulnerable. You're twisting everything. Marcus, sweetheart, you know I would never hurt anyone. I'm your mother. I love you. This is just a misunderstanding. Then why? Tyler said. Did you tell the neighbor yesterday that Elowen needed to learn her place? Patricia went pale. I never… Mrs. Chen next door is willing to testify. She heard everything. Marcus, please, Patricia begged, her voice cracking. Don't let them do this to me. I'm family. We're blood. So is my wife, Marcus said quietly. So is my daughter. I gave birth to you. I raised you. Doesn't that mean anything? It means I know exactly how manipulative you can be. How you've always had to control everything. I just never thought you'd go this far. Patricia's expression twisted. She's poisoned you against me. Before she came along, we were close. We talked every day. Now you won't even return my calls. Because every call turns into you criticizing Elowen, Marcus said, his voice rising. Every single conversation. I ignored it because I thought you'd get over it eventually. I was wrong. This is ridiculous. I won't stand here and be accused. Then leave, I said firmly. Get out of my house. Marcus, are you going to let her throw me out? All eyes turned to Marcus. He looked torn, but I saw something shift in his expression. Mom, I think you should go. Patricia's face crumpled. Marcus, please. I'm your mother. She's turning you against me. Don't you see what she's doing? What I see is my wife in the hospital because of you. What I see is medical records. What I see is you making excuses instead of apologizing. I'm apologizing now. I'm sorry. It was an accident. It wasn't an accident, I said. You knew exactly what you were doing. Patricia lunged forward, grabbing my arm. You spoiled little… Marcus pulled her back, but she shoved him and slapped me across the face. The room went silent. That's assault, Tyler said quietly, pulling out his phone. And I got it on video. The police arrived within 15 minutes. Patricia tried to charm them. Officers, this is just a family disagreement. My daughter-in-law is being hysterical. Ma'am, we have video evidence of you striking Mrs. Morrison, the older officer said. We also have medical reports of reckless endangerment. You need to come with us. This is insane! Marcus, tell them! But Marcus stood next to me, holding Emma. Mom, you hit my wife. She deserved it! She's poisoning you against me! The officers led her away in handcuffs, still screaming about how unfair it all was. 2 weeks later, Tyler called me with an update. The prosecutor is moving forward with charges, assault and battery plus reckless endangerment. Patricia's lawyer tried to get it dismissed, calling it a family matter, but the medical evidence is damning. What happens now? Trial, probably. Though her lawyer might push for a plea deal. Either way, she's facing jail time and a restraining order. Marcus had been going to therapy. We'd had hard conversations about his mother, about boundaries, about how he'd failed to protect me. I'm sorry, he'd said over and over. I was so blind. You're seeing now. That's what matters. Last week, Patricia's lawyer contacted us. She wanted to reconcile, to apologize properly, to be part of Emma's life. We met in Tyler's office. Patricia looked smaller somehow, tired. Elowen, I've been doing a lot of thinking. What I did was wrong. I was jealous, I suppose. Marcus was my baby, and then you came along and I felt replaced. Can you forgive me? Can we start over? I looked at her for a long moment. Part of me wanted to believe her. But I remembered lying in the hospital, remembered the look in her eyes when she called me lazy. No. Please, I'm begging you. I'm your daughter's grandmother. You're the woman who almost killed me. You're the woman who hit me in front of my child. You're not sorry you did it. You're sorry you got caught. That's not fair. You know what's not fair? Being 3 days postpartum and being called lazy. Being forced to move furniture until you collapse. Being told your husband deserves better while you're bleeding and terrified. I said I'm sorry. And I'm saying I don't care. You don't get to abuse someone and then demand forgiveness because it's convenient for you. Tyler spoke up. Mrs. Morrison, my sister has made her position clear. The restraining order stands. You will not contact Elowen, Marcus, or Emma. If you violate it, you go to jail. Patricia looked at Marcus desperately. Son, please. Goodbye, Mom, Marcus said quietly. After she left, I felt lighter than I had in months. Rachel came over that evening with wine, for her, and sparkling cider, for me, still nursing. How do you feel? She asked. Free, I said, looking at Emma sleeping in my arms. Like I can finally breathe. Good, you deserve that. Marcus joined us, wrapping his arm around me. I'm proud of you, standing up to her like that. I'm proud of me too, I said, and I was. I'd protected myself and my daughter. I'd refused to let someone abuse me and call it love. I'd drawn a line and defended it. Some people don't deserve second chances. Some people's apologies mean nothing. And sometimes, the best revenge is simply refusing to let them back into your life. What would you have done in Elowen's situation? Have you ever had to cut off a toxic family member? Let me know in the comments below, and don't forget to like and subscribe for more true stories.